football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Cougars offense will get first crack at it here. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cougars are in the hurry-up. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run, they get the first down, and listen, you got to
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. The 30, running inside the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Unloads it left. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. New set of downs after the completion.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Offense getting set for first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, what a move. Tripped up for the tackle. Houston wants to play fast. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. He leaves it with his back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The give to the tailback. At midfield, he's got room. Just keeps moving. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That brings them to within one. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sure hands, it's Whitaker. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He started scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Out of the end zone. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck.
Turning it on! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got it behind the line. It's Whitaker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Off play action on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they're not on the same page there.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He probably wanted that throw back.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Complete to start this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down, using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hand. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Showing off the arms. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Whitaker. Breaks the tackle. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking the back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll run play action. He's got him. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be... There he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly complete. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll try the run. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They go to the wide receiver screen. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems...
Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, it's good. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's...
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cougars racing to the line in a hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay up.
Touchdown, Houston. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew. But I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 38 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Looking for a crease. It's Payne. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. The time is precious. He's out of bounds to stop the clock after gaining 11. Houston going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's O'Leary. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Houston.
This is a big field goal attempt as they try to get back to within 1 possession here in the 4th. And they need 2 scores anyway, so they'll try to get the field goal first. And the kick is good, but not nearly enough to cover the spread. Well, maybe some spreads, but not the spread of the actual game. And the game is over. And that's going to do it for this one. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it,